What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush, Let's Talk Jets Radio. We broadcasting live tonight at 8 o'clock. Also, during the game, we'll have a live stream, a post-game show, a Monday after show, everything else. We appreciate everybody that's been joining us. What a week for the Jets this has been. It starts with about a week ago where the media says, you know what, maybe it's time to realize the Jets made a wrong decision with Gase. Well, maybe a lot of fans, like most of you and me, realized the day he was hired, it was the wrong decision. So it's finally how some of the puppets in the media are finally coming around and recognizing that they don't have to use Adam Gase as a source anymore, and they can actually call him out for the fraud that he is. That's nice to see finally after being exposed with your narratives for the last 6 weeks. Then yesterday, Adam Gase finally admitted that he sucks. He admitted defeat. He raised the flag. He surrendered and admitted that he has failed Sam Darnold. No shit. We've all known this. But I'm glad that finally his arrogance took a back seat to realize how much he's damaged his franchise quarterback. And then having Sam kind of admit that he's taking blame, but other people are to blame as well. It's one big happy family of admitting blame and defeat and losses. So that's good. Now, the one thing is now I'm getting messages saying, for people that kind of somewhat watch the Jets, don't you feel bad for Adam Gase? Is he going to become a sympathetic figure? No. The answer is no. I don't feel bad about anything because I just watched 2 years of shitty football. So I want him out of here as fast as possible. I don't care what he says. He could sing songs. He could write poetry. He could mail us all Christmas cards. I really don't give a shit what he says or does for the next 5 weeks except lose and get fired. Period. That is it. And then the whole thing is, well, what can Sam do the next 5 weeks? Lose. Play well and lose. Stay healthy and lose and be gone. It's time for you to go. It's time for Gase to go. It's time for the complete reset with the New York Jets. And pray to God that Joe Douglas can draft well and bring in free agents. Pray to God Joe Douglas can find the right head coach for this team and be in sync with him. One of the biggest stories now is going to be the Jets head coaching search. And yes, I'm assuming Gase should be fired because if they do not fire him right when the season is over, then the fans should protest to all kinds of levels. We got a plan for that. But you got to hope that Joe Douglas can be in sync with the guy that's hired. The fear is that when Woody Johnson comes back, he may overpower Joe Douglas and say, listen, this is the guy that I want. And then you have a whole other set of circumstances here. So the next 5 weeks, you're going to watch football, probably going to be watching it and be on pins and needles because now you're facing a Raiders team that's lost 2 in a row. And now you have maybe a motivated Sam and motivated Gase where they can try to just kind of redeem themselves a little bit. Listen, redeem yourselves in practice. Keep having these great weeks of practice. Don't do it on Sundays. We need losses. We need 0-16 unless the Jaguars win a game. We need this number 1 pick. We need Trevor Lawrence. We need some goddamn hope in this organization because I'm tired of dealing with this. So no, there's no sympathetic figures. You can feel sad. You can feel bad for Sam as an individual and as a person because he's a good kid. He's worked hard. It just hasn't worked out here from every different thing. From even like the craziest, the Mono story, the ghost, all these different things. Like a change of scenery should be so welcome for him. Like he should almost demand it. He should almost want to be traded at this point, regardless of who the new coach is. So anyway, I'm glad that Gase is finally admitting defeat, which is just nice to see. And please stay defeated. And the comment by Dow Log is just to show you the incompetence of this organization. He says, I'm very happy being in the background. What kind of leader is that, man? Like, he doesn't want to have any prominent role, doesn't want to be a play caller, has no aspirations to be anything else in the NFL. I'm happy being in the background. You're part of the problem, too. Just throw your red flags. These comments and press conferences get worse and worse week in and week out. It's mind-blowing at this point. So, that's really it. You hope Becton and Quinn Williams play well, Mims plays well, and you lose, and you move on. Get Becton to the Pro Bowl. That'd be awesome. And that's really it. There's not really a lot to talk about this team. There's nothing fun to discuss. All the free agency stuff and draft stuff we'll talk about after the season. And that's it. So talk to you guys tonight.